Hi everyone, this video is going to be a slight deviation from my typical content, which is gaming. Today we're going to be talking about The Witcher live action Netflix series, Season 2, Episode 1, because it was one of the few times where I got to actually see it earlier, since it's releasing on Friday, December 17th. And don't worry, this will be spoiler free. And if you don't know me, my name's Delilah, aka ASSASSINA. Welcome back to my channel. I totally just edited this in because I forgot to intro. That's why my cat's there. This episode picks up directly after the events of season 1, where we get to see where everyone's at in the aftermath of the war. This leads to bonds being developed, such as the relationship between Ciri and Geralt, and most importantly, the relationship between Geralt and Roach. I definitely think it's important that these characters' bonds are explored and developed further, but this unfortunately made the first 3/4 of episode 1 really boring. But thankfully, the last quarter of the episode was a banger because we got to see more of the monster encounters and experience more of the Witcher signs like Axii. I just love how the 3rd quarter of this episode went deep into the monster and human encounters and stories, and I'm hoping that the whole season keeps that kind of momentum. The monster costumes are so detailed and extremely creepy, and I can't wait to see more from the Witcher bestiary. Although I was a little bored by episode 1 and felt the first 3/4 dragged out a bit, I did appreciate that this season, based on the first episode, seems to be more well stitched together than season 1. Season 1 focused on too many origin stories in too many different timelines in such a little amount of time, making it feel like a mess and a little bit incoherent. And I felt like that time would have been better spent on focusing in on the origin stories a little more and fleshing out those in a more coherent way. But now that most of the origin stories are out of the way, I'm pretty eager to see if season 2 brings us to more locations in the Witcher lore and if we experience more monster and human stories. The last quarter of episode 1 had some really awesome narrative beats and some really dope combat sequences that I hope we see more of throughout season 2. Honestly, the last quarter of that episode felt like a mission in the game, and I know that this live action is actually following the books and not the game, but the fact that it felt like a mission and was very entertaining makes me very excited to see more monster encounters and delve into their stories. So that's it. Let me know what you think of The Witcher Season 2 when you finally see it on Friday, or maybe you saw it early like me. If you can let me know your non-spoilery thoughts, I'd appreciate that. Let me know what you think of The Witcher period, the books, the games, the show, Season 1. Let me know everything about The Witcher, all your thoughts, and the most important thing is that you take care of yourselves and each other.